Have you ever found yourself observing someone, maybe doing something repetitive, and had that weird fleeting thought, are they just going through the motions? Like, are they just an NPC, a non-player character in this whole game of life?
It's a fascinating question, isn't it? Really makes you stop and think about reality, consciousness, all of it.
Yeah. So today, we're doing a deep dive into some really extraordinary sources, stuff that challenges how we understand, well, being an individual in this huge interconnected reality.
Exactly. Our mission, if you like, is to explore these different viewpoints. Are our lives, rigidly scripted, or is it more dynamic, something we're actually co-creating together?
And we've got a great range of material. We'll be looking at insights from the Daytree texts, Book 5 autobiography of Yogi, The Law of One, Seth's personal reality, the Cryon stuff, astral dynamics, and also Seth's dreams, evolution, and value fulfillment.
It's quite a mix, a real tapestry of spiritual, philosophical, energetic ideas to help us unpack this whole NPC question. Are we just characters, or is there more to it?
Okay, so where do we start? Let's look at the ideas that maybe lean toward that NPC concept first.
Right. Well, the Dacia texts are a good place to begin. They talk about these fundamental consciousness units. It's pretty profound. They say consciousness forms matter.
Consciousness forms matter. How does that work?
Well, they state that every atom and molecule has its own consciousness. Think about that. Consciousness, matter, energy, they see it as one thing, but it's consciousness that kicks off the change, turning energy into matter.
Okay, so if everything, like down to the atoms, has consciousness,
Yeah.
what does that mean for us? For our sense of being solid individual people? Does it make it seem less unique, maybe? More assembled?
That's exactly the implication, and Datro pushes it even further. They say the human form is a dream image, but consciousness brings the form into substantial matter.
A dream image. Wow, that's not just a metaphor, is it?
Doesn't seem like it. It's a really radical way of looking at our physical selves. Like our bodies aren't fixed things, but more fluid, conscious creations. It really challenges that feeling of solidness we have, right? And definitely the idea of a pre-programmed form.
Yeah, it almost sounds like we're characters being constantly, like, rendered by some huge underlying consciousness.
Kind of. And if our forms are dream images, what about, everything else, our whole reality?
Is that a dream too?
Daughtry suggests it is. They talk about our reality being this grand conscious dream orchestrated by what they call an infinite mind. They literally say, originally the world was a dream, and what you call waking consciousness is that dreaming consciousness.
So wait, I'm walking around thinking this is real solid, but it's actually part of a bigger dream.
According to this perspective, yeah, it can make you feel a bit small, can it? Like a figure in someone else's, I don't know, cosmic daydream.
Hmm. And this idea, this sort of grand design or dream, it's not just Datra, right? You mentioned the law of one.
That's right. Ra, in the Law of One, touches on something similar. They suggest that certain experiences, even limitations we have, might be part of a bigger plan, something designed for our totality, like our complete self, the higher self, maybe.
Designed, like pre-planned.
Seems so. Ra says these deficiencies are planned by the mind-body-spirit totality as limitations as part of the experience. This includes genetic factors.
Genetic factors too, so challenges, even physical traits, could be sort of preloaded by a higher part of us, or maybe a collective.
It raises that question, definitely. Where does free will fit if your life's challenges, even your genes, are part of a plan? It kind of paints your life as this carefully crafted curriculum, with built-in obstacles for growth.
Like your character sheet in a game already has quests and stats assigned before you even hit start. Cryon mentions something related too, doesn't he? About the body being temporary.
Yeah, Cryon talks about that. Your physical body is temporary. Your soul is the real you. It exists in several places at once. From that angle, you could see the body as just a temporary avatar, right? A vessel for a specific set of experiences, which again kind of hints at a predetermined framework for this life.
Okay, and Ra takes it even wider, something about the planet.
Yeah, Ra describes the planetary entity as a single entity composed of billions of mind-body-spirit complexes. So individuals like you and me are kind of like cells in a bigger conscious planetary body.
Like cells. So maybe our role is more about contributing to the whole, less about total individual freedom, perhaps. More like being a specialized part of a collective consciousness.
That's one way to interpret it, yeah. It could imply less autonomy in the way we usually think of it.
Okay, so all these points,
Mm.
they do seem to build a case for, well, parts of our existence being scripted, or at least heavily guided by these bigger forces. It could feel a bit like being an NPC if that was the whole picture.
Exactly, if that was the whole picture. But, and this is crucial, these same sources offer a really powerful counter-narrative. They talk about the incredible dynamic power of individual consciousness. This is where things get really empowering, I think.
Ah, okay. So, flipping the script now.
You could say that. Seth, in personal reality, just shifts the whole perspective
Yeah.
dramatically. He basically argues against the NPC idea by saying beliefs create thoughts, thoughts create emotions, and then thoughts and emotions manifest your physical condition, your life experience, and your personal reality from the inside out.
Inside out. So we're the ones shaping things.
Fundamentally, yes. It highlights your own agency, your power to shape your world. You're not passive at all. You're the architect of your own experience, according to Seth.
That's huge. So what's the key then? How do we actually use that power?
Well, Seth really hammers home the importance of self-awareness. He says self-awareness is most important, and also that concepts not only constantly change the world, they also constantly create it.
Create it. So my inner beliefs aren't just like filtering reality. They're actually making it.
Actively, continuously, yes. That's the idea. It's not about just reacting to what's there. It's understanding that you are writing the script moment by moment with your awareness and your beliefs.
And this isn't just theory, right? You mentioned Autobiography of a Yogi. That has some pretty concrete examples, doesn't it? Things that definitely don't sound like an NPC behavior.
Oh, absolutely. Really stunning examples. Take Kanha Baba. The book describes how he used some kind of yogic method to tune into cosmic forces and guide lifetrons, tiny life energy particles, maybe to rearrange their structure and create things.
Create things. Like what?
Like fragrances, fruits, miracles, basically. And the text is clear. These were actual materializations of mundane vibratory matter, not inner sensations produced by hypnosis.
Wow. So literally manifesting physical objects out of energy. That blows the whole fixed script idea out of the water.
Completely. It shows a level of conscious control over matter that just doesn't fit with being an automaton.
And it goes beyond just personal reality, doesn't it? The book mentions enlightened people actually changing the dream world.
Exactly. It says they can attune to the intention of the cosmic dream creator, causing changes in this dream world. They're not just living in the dream, they're actively co-creating with the source of it.
And even more incredibly, manipulating karma.
Yeah, that part's mind-blowing. A yogi can supposedly, by taking on the sufferings of others, clear their karmic laws. That's intervening in what most people think of as this fixed system of cause and effect. Talk about agency.
Okay, so if we have that much potential power, how does free will fit into the bigger picture? Is it, like, fundamental?
Ross says it is, explicitly. Every beginning comes from infinite power. With free will as the catalyst, existence begins to form the universe.
The catalyst for the universe.
That's what Ross suggests. Free will isn't just about choosing breakfast, it's the fundamental engine driving creation itself. The spark that brings everything into being. So, far from being pre-programmed, your free will is a core creative force.
And Cryon echoes this too, right? Really pushes us to believe in our own power.
Very directly. Cryon says something like, "You never need to believe in my existence. The lesson is truly about believing in your own existence. Can you really change the matter around you?" It's a challenge, an invitation to recognize your own innate ability to affect your surroundings.
It's telling you, hey, you're more powerful than you think.
Right. And Cryon also talks about changing the past, in a sense. They mention neutralizing implants, which sounds like letting go of old agreements or karmic patterns.
How does that work?
Cryon says, karma is cleared when you request personal transformation. Those who had karma with you also changed. This suggests your choices now can actually ripple back, transform your karmic history, and even affect the people connected to you through that karma. It's dynamic, interconnected.
Wow. So your actions, your choices have real weight, real consequence, rippling outwards.
Absolutely. Cryon's message seems very clear on this. Experience is for moving forward and making a difference. While many of you sit here pondering, others have already understood that power is actually in action doing.
So get involved. Don't just sit on the sidelines. Your existence is meant to be active, purposeful, definitely not an NPC just filling scenery.
Precisely. And that connects to the idea of the soul, the higher self. Cryon gets into this multidimensional aspect of who you are.
Beyond the temporary physical body.
Yes. Your physical body is temporary. Your soul is the real you. It exists in several places at once. And one part of that real you is your higher self.
And what does the higher self do?
According to Cryon, it's on the other side of the veil, creating solutions for your incarnation here, responding to your awakening, changing the path with new plans for your contract. So it's this active guiding intelligence that's collaborating with you, adjusting the plan as you grow and awaken. Far from a simple NPC setup.
That's incredible. So you're not just playing a role. You have this higher aspect actively working with you, co-creating your path.
Exactly. And Cryon also suggests this potential isn't just for a select few. They say all humans are light workers waiting to unleash their own light. The potential for this awakened agency for conscious creation, it's universal. It's within you, the listener. You have this power waiting to be tapped.
Okay, so we're not NPCs. We have this immense individual power, agency, connection to a higher self. But what about the earlier points? The unity, the interconnectedness, the cells in a planetary body idea? How do those fit together?
That's the beautiful paradox, isn't it? Unity and individuality. Ra gives us a key insight here. All things are one, all life is one. That fundamental unity is the backdrop. But it doesn't erase individuality. It just puts it in context.
So we're all part of the same ocean, but each drop is still unique.
That's a great way to put it. Ra explains that a logos, think of it as a vast creative intelligence, sets up a huge system, but it allows individual sub-logos, smaller creative units maybe, to find different ways to create differentiated experiences.
So the grand design actually encourages uniqueness.
It seems so. It embraces unique paths, unique expressions. Or says each mind-body-spirit complex has its own activation pattern and rhythm of awakening. You're unique, your journey is unique, even within that ultimate oneness.
And Cryon mentioned something about shared consciousness benefiting everyone.
Yeah, another fascinating point. Cryon says, a part of every human soul also exists on the other side of the veil, like an angelic overseer seeing the bigger picture. And here's the kicker. Those rare few who can communicate with the higher self benefit everyone. It's like one person getting it for all.
So when one person connects more deeply, it lifts everyone else up too.
That's the implication. Your personal growth, your connection, ripples out through that shared consciousness. It's not just for you.
And this connection, this is not just passive,
No.
right? We're not talking about magic work.
Right, describing it as the sending of consciousness like light without a vehicle. And this focused consciousness, this light, can instantly act on untuned individuals by suggestion.
Suggestion, not control.
Seems like it. It highlights these subtle, powerful ways our focused awareness can interact, influence other realities, not like manipulation, but more like an interplay of energy fields. It shows how deeply connected we are.
And that feeling of being connected, maybe even existing beyond the body, astral dynamics touches on that.
It does. It talks about the experience of duality, where your awareness can be in two places at once, like inside your physical body and also in your astral body simultaneously. It really expands the idea of who and where you are. You're not just confined to the physical.
Which brings us back, in a way, to the dream idea. Seth, in Dreams, Evolution, and Value Fulfillment, really emphasizes dreams as active creation zones, right? Not just random brain noise.
Absolutely. Seth sees dreams as crucial. Realms where we're constantly shaping and refining our waking reality. Our subconscious isn't just passively recording, it's actively building our world, connecting right back to Datra's idea of reality as a kind of dream we're collectively participating in.
And Seth also said the whole environment is a spiritual construction.
Yeah, built by conscious atoms. It paints this picture of a deeply interactive reality, co-created by all these conscious units rather than some static stage we just walk onto. We're all building it together.
And to build anything, you need contrast, right? Bashar mentioned light and dark.
A key point about manifestation, yeah. Bashar says, darkness and light, both poles must be present for you to manifest anything. Duality isn't a mistake, it's essential. It provides the tension, the contrast needed for creation and experience to happen. You need both for the story to unfold.
Okay. So let's try to wrap this up. Are the people around you NPCs?
Well, based on all this, the answer is much richer, much more empowering than a simple yes or no, isn't it?
Definitely seems that way. There are hints of a grand design, a dreamlike structure, maybe us being units in a larger whole.
But the overwhelming message really is one of profound individual agency. You're absolutely not just a programmed character stuck in a script.
Right. Your beliefs, your free will, that connection to your higher self, your intentions, they actively shape your reality. They can even
Yeah.
influence the collective.
We're all interconnected, sure, like cells in this vast conscious being. But each cell, Each one of us, including you, is uniquely aware, has purpose, and is actively contributing to how this whole amazing shared dream unfolds.
So here's something to think about. If your reality reflects your beliefs and intentions,
Mhm.
and everyone around you is also a conscious co-creator in this huge drama.
Then what story are you choosing to tell with your life? And how might your script be influencing everyone else in your scene?
Yeah. We really invite you to look at your own life, your interactions, through this lens. Think about how your choices, your connection to everything, might be actively shaping the characters and the plot you experience every single day.